Apostle. I prefer to sort of take on the message than the messenger, especially where religion comes to play. Now the mugus, actually really, okay, I'll leave it at that. So the point here is this: if you see Nigerians and religion, Nigerians who are so religious, so not all of them, I would say now, because Mekanoko could just generalize, okay? So Nigerians and their religion is pretty much like a pagans. Because in Nigeria, there is so much hardship that people believe that they can just bribe God and get something. It is not, it is nothing for nothing. Sure, you get. People believe that if they give it to God, God will double them. You get? And therefore, if you can't tell them, say, you'll be, they don't scam you. Say, what do you mean? Who say that? In the Levitical verses 6, I say, okay, we'll leave it at that. Beg you. And we will leave it at that. Because you know what happened? Today, the man that promised to give them Edu got his thank you visit today, when the contingent of the supposed winner of the election visited Kolu to say thank you. We got the certificates. What many are now saying is that whatever the devil gives to you, I bet no go they rejoice, because there is always going to be a price to pay. Until then, Tifnubu promised, Tifnubu delivered, and here is a thank you visit, all combined.
You know me well. Yeah. You know I must share money well. We are still going to fight further. Don't worry, we are with you. You will not walk alone. One thing I can show you is this. Do you want to go back? Yeah! As the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, I will give the door back to you. And then we turn to a beautiful, if not more beautiful than Lagos, will be equal to Lagos. Be assured of that.
Certificate of
I'll carry the trophy, come on.
I see you working on TV. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
So to say thank you. And here is Olumide Akpata, who said he came to a gunfight holding stick. Now he has learned his lesson. That what he learned about the people, he will never forget. That on the day of election, his own member, the member of his own political party, they were selling their vote to PDP, APC. And he was like, people love their oppressors. So he underrated their love. Now he has learned it in a very big way. He was on channels last night.
But how do you describe the whole process? You put your heart, your resources, your energy into all of this. How do you describe this, the outcome and the process?
Well, the outcome, if we view the outcome without talking about the process, I am humble enough, I have enough in my storehouse of humility to acknowledge defeat if indeed I lost, or if indeed I lost on a playing field that was level. So that is the outcome. The outcome, as you can see, is that the Labour Party came a very distant third. However, that outcome was, it came as a result of a process that was thoroughly flawed. And it actually, Saturday, 21st of September, it was tragic. It was a tragic event that took place in Edo State. Because, Seun, when you consider firstly that the level of voter apathy was so high, it is estimated that only about 20% of eligible voters came out to vote on that day in Edo State, a highly enlightened, highly sophisticated community. And then when you also see that the bazaar that took place, the vote buying bazaar that took place, so from the numbers from INEC, it would appear that 560,000+ votes were cast on that day. I'm not so sure I agree with those numbers, but we're still looking towards. But let us even assume that we're somewhere in the 500,000 region in terms of votes. Two things occurred, Seun. Firstly, I would say, and my people are crunching the numbers still, but we are saying that somewhere in the region of 300,000 of those votes were bought. That leaves you with another 200,000. And then you saw what happened in the collation centers, where there was quite a bit of, in fact, it was a chaotic scene at some of the local government collation centers. And at the state collation center, it was mayhem. So that just tells you that it wasn't an election that took place on the 21st. Like I said, it's okay to lose fair and square. But when you recognize that the Labour Party, first and foremost, right from the get-go, we were out of the game because apparently we came to a gunfight with a penknife. So we did not have the resources to buy votes, the votes that were on offer. And by the way, Seun, even if we did have the resources, we would never have taken part in such perfidy. Secondly, you found out that the people themselves, conclusion. Secondly, you find out that the people themselves were very willing, were in fact on the lookout for buyers for their votes. And were looking out for the highest bidder. So it was a willing buyer, willing seller scenario. So that for me is that's how I can describe the process to you. Vote buying, voter apathy, and then mayhem at the, and chaos at the collation center. That is how we came about this particular outcome that you have alluded to.
You were an outsider on the outside bar when you ran for president. Very sometimes unusual. Just a few of you who have ever done that in the history of the Nigerian Bar Association. You became the very first man in the Nigerian bar in that sense. That's very unusual, and that was a very historical feat that you achieved. But getting into running for governorship of Edo State, that is another kettle of fish altogether. Are you politically shocked by what you met on the ground, your expectation, and what was the outcome?
Shehu, Nigeria happens to you. So I'm old enough to understand my country. Nothing shocks me in Nigeria. Save for, let me say that I was slightly taken aback by the reaction of the people. When you have, like I've described it, the captors who are in love with the captives who are in love with their captors. So that one left me a little bit dumbfounded, let me say, because I did not expect that reaction from the people. We campaigned vigorously around the state, and I know, Shehu, that the people, they really wanted to see change. But in the face of inducement of that magnitude, apparently they capitulated. But when you say outsider, Shehu, let's put it this way. Each of us, the three, as they like to call us, leading candidates, came to the party or came to the table with our own fair share of negatives. The APC candidate would not or could not speak to the populace. So the people were yearning to hear from him, but he was not available for them. He was a product of some serious infighting at the APC. The PDP candidate came to the table with his own baggage. First of which was the fact that the incumbent governor was more like an albatross for him. Of course, he also came as an outsider like me. So I fail to ascribe the outcome to any of these negatives that each of us bore into or carried into the process. No, if those were the only issues, I think the outcome or the results would have been different. Again, Shehu, Akpata or Labour Party, I'm not saying we won the election. I am saying that there was no election. There was a transaction. So it's very difficult to now say, oh, who would have won or who would have lost.
Mr. Akpata,
300,000 votes by our estimation were bought by the two parties actively participating in that bazaar. But that is enough to swing any election.
Yeah, there are those who will be asking, you were very confident that the average person was behind Olumide Akpata, that they resonated with your message. The Papa, Mama, Pikin, where were they?
Shehu, some stayed at home, but a large number came out and sold their votes. That's the point I'm making to you, Shehu. Shehu, you see, what happened was a tragedy. Let us remove focus from Olu Akpata and Labour Party and interrogate our electoral process. If voters in Edo State, and so let me tell you, members of my party sold their votes. So it's not just, it is something that we must look into closely. So Papa, Mama, Pikin, who were indeed, we were not sure of the process, but we're surer, or we had more confidence in the people. But the people decided to go for, freshly minted cash that was on offer. So for me, that was a lesson. That was a big lesson to learn. That if you think that you know the people, you have to think again and you have to look inwards. The level of deprivation, poverty in the land has made it such that the people are unable to connect the dots between their current situation and those who are the cause of their situation. I'm not making any excuses for the people. I understand, I empathize. However, the facts remain the facts. This is the scenario. So shall the Papa, Mama, Pikin that we thought would come out and say enough, as they told us when we campaigned to them that enough is enough. Our mumu don't do. We not go grieve for them again. Well, when they came and they found that there was so much money on the table, every other consideration was out of the window. That is exactly what happened. And I would like us not to focus on me, Olu Akpata, or the Labour Party. Don't focus on us. It's easy to call us sore losers, or it's easy to call us naive. You can say that, but please focus on what happened on Saturday. Because it is an ill wind that will blow no one any good.
That's right. The candidate felt and saw through the transactional election, and a woman at Akpata's polling unit boldly was telling him to his face, you will lose this polling unit. We go show you, say, you will lose this polling unit. Guess the woman. The woman is a PDP woman. He was loaded. They were buying votes in the presence of Akpata himself. Candidate, and Labour Party people from his own unit, they were collecting money. Voters. Unfortunately, PDP defeated him at his own polling unit. And that was the end of it. But it was not enough to change what APC already written, where you have a 400 accredited voters. By the time the final vote comes out, APC is having 800, 900, more than accredited voters. And INEC entered everything into their server and declared it. Similarly, I don't know, maybe this, Oba Donkey has been sleeping or something. Somebody saw him and said, is he pregnant? Why is his face so swollen? He was also on another online chat just yesterday, talking about the experience that has humbled a lot of them.
You can see that people came out, it's like hope was dashed. And I can't appreciate our people enough. Anybody who takes our people for granted, you do it at your own peril. Our people know, everybody knows what happened. They can appreciate what we have done as a government. And you are right. I thank them. And they are the ones that give me the confidence to talk the way I do. They are the ones that give me confidence to do the things I do. They threaten me, they'll do this, they'll arrest me, they'll do this. I just look at them and laugh. I say, who, you? How? I have people behind me. And you saw it in the last election. It's not about talking. It's about real action and evidence and facts.
Yes.
We're Edo people. Real Edo people. We don't talk much. They say, Ugasedo, Edo Yere. We're deep people.
Yes.
But we have recovered our states.
Yes.
And by the grace of God, it will never go back to where we will never go back to where we're coming from.
I don't even understand what he's saying. Sheung had a chat with Asue this evening, right? Before we started this program. And he himself had this to say on top of this Edo matter.
He's going to stand his ground and will not allow democracy to be messed up. Are you disappointed? If that is the case, are you going to speak with him? Because I understand that you are not alien to him. You're someone that you perhaps could pick your phone and talk to. What's your next line of action right now?
No. I'm looking at INEC and the police. The president acts through agents, and if he's put agents out who have now failed him, it's not directly his issue now. He'll need to interrogate his agents and see the points of failure. My concern now, and I haven't seen any connection with the president yet, but my concern now is INEC and the police. They failed the process, they failed democracy in Nigeria, and they really need to go and do a serious rethink. I'll give you another example, Sheo. It takes for 360 people to vote, it takes 10 hours. If you look at the results that have been churned out in favor of the APC, they have all these polling units where they have 1,000 votes, 900 votes, nearly 2,000 votes. That will take 2 days of voting to achieve that level of voting. So clearly there's some voodoo that's happened here that has been subscribed to and allowed by INEC, permitted by the police forces, And so we have the problem that we have today, a stolen mandate. But we're quite clear that when we take all this through the judiciary, we'll reclaim our mandate.
All right, let me quickly ask you.
State to stay calm, and stay confident, and just stay calm, and know that by God's grace, at the end of the process, we'll have our mandate back.
Let me quickly ask you, the Form EC8A that you have the copies that you have of Form EC8A is already calling every Edo citizen to come together to work with them. But I want everyone to watch, then I'll get Mr. Ighodalo's response on this. Take a listen to Senator Monday Okpebolo, Governor-elect of Edo State.
My good people of Edo State, a while ago, I received my certificate of return from the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, who officially declared me the winner of the September 21st, 2024 governorship election in Edo State. With a great sense of humility and gratitude to God, I accept the result of the governorship election as declared by INEC. The journey to a new Edo has started with this mandate of the good people of Edo State. I want to especially thank our supporters and party faithful who work day and night to take our message far and wide. I want to particularly thank our leader, our president, our father, and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, for his unwavering support for true democracy. I hereby extend the hand of fellowship to you so we can all build a new Edo of our dream. With my partner and Deputy Governor-elect, Right Honorable Dennis Idahosa, we are committed to addressing the yearning for a new Edo State, full of equal opportunities and development for all. And so we are ready to hit the ground running to fulfill all our campaign promises. Thank you all. A new Edo is rising. Long live APC, long live Edo State, long live Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Just in about 30 seconds, if you may, Mr. Ighodalo, are you receiving these hands of fellowship from Senator Monday Okpebolo? He has stretched it. He says, for the interest of the Edo people.
I'd said this from the beginning, that free and fair election, level playing field, I have no problem with the outcome. This is not a free and fair election. We won this election. This mandate has been stolen by INEC and the police force. And we're clear in our minds that we will regain our stolen mandate. Because the mandate is stolen, there's no way you can accept this hands of fellowship or hand of friendship that's some kind of Pyrrhic kind of fellowship. So I will stay with the people of Edo State who gave me the mandate, fully gave me the mandate of their free will, and I will go into the courts and the tribunal to reclaim our mandates and then form the government of the state. I was listening to Monday Okpebolo now, and he was talking about his promise to the people and his campaign promise. They didn't even campaign. There was no promise they made to the people of Edo State. He didn't even speak. This is the first time I've ever heard him speak, and he must have gone through serious coaching. So I honestly don't understand what kind of message he's trying to send to us. We will stay on the facts, we'll stay on the evidence, we'll stay on the data, and we'll take this through the tribunal.
All right. Mr. Asue Ighodalo, thank you so much indeed for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Sheila. Take care.
Yeah. He's going to...
Asue wants to go to court. Good luck with that. Abi, you can only wish him a good luck. Where you have... oh, no, come on. Where you have Kekere Kwagbaoli as your new CJNE. We shall see. They say never say never. Now, spirit of Edo people. Well, I am going to say never say never. Bless them. Anyway, going forward, while I was sort of rounding up what tonight was going to be all about, I came across a video from Anambra, and another, sort of another image or picture rather. No, yeah, pictures, right? It's about Soludom, where it is now being touted that, APC Egbekegbe already said that Ondo is next, then Anambra. Then they will also correct the error, the mistake they made to allow the Labour Party governor in Abia. So step by step, turn by turn, it is going to get